Yo, what is up guys, and welcome to another Wild Rift video. And today's video is gonna be a special one because it's a collaborated video with DNZIO. And if you're not familiar with DNZIO already, he makes daily YouTube videos, mainly ADC. He was one of the best ADCs in NA, and he actually competed as well. So I also put a video of me playing Jhin on his channel, and you guys can watch his reaction on my Jhin. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link to that in the description. Definitely check out his channel. Like, really amazing guy, really amazing videos. So in today's video, he's playing Ashe, and he sent me this build. And this is my first time reaction. I decided to react to everything first time, so I'm gonna be reacting to his gameplay first time as well. I'm actually really good at Ashe myself, so I'm not gonna take it easy on this one. I'm gonna be honest, but taking a look at this build, my initial thoughts are that this is some sort of a early game burst build with you, or like early game poke because you get mana immune, but then you get Eternity Force, which gives you really good damage after you ult, or like every time after your second ability or first ability, you get a good burst damage, and then you have a Solari Charge Blade, and what is it, Lord Dominic's Regard. Really interesting build. Let's just say it like that. Really interesting build. And then running a Lethal Tempo and Brutal being good early game, Lethal Tempo being good late game. I'm confused, but I'm just honestly really curious to see what the gameplay looks like. So let's get into the gameplay, right? Again, this is my first time watching this right now. And yeah, if you, I made another excuse to make a Jhin video, by the way. If you guys, wait, all the locks on my keyboard are upside down. For a second, I thought I was like drunk or something, but I think someone tried to clean my keyboard. What? Whatever, you guys don't care. But yeah, basically, I have a brain fart. What did I want to say? Yeah. So let's take a look at how the hell he's gonna play it. I actually would have expected him to use exhaust. Right? That this is a trick that I like to do with a duo Q teammate that I have as well. When he plays Ashe, what we do is we wait in the bush, Thresh takes the third ability, I instantly exhaust whoever we catch, whether it be the ADC or the support, and then we just try to kill off the person. Let's take a look. That is gonna be not an easy kill because he has a barrier, but there we go. Here you can actually see the power of the Brutal. So as I said, he's using Brutal Rune. That is what's making these early game basic attacks strong. So I can clearly see, because I've played quite a lot of Ashe, like he's doing so much damage early game, and that's 100% because of Brutal. So perhaps it is a good idea. You know what I actually think? Brutal is only gonna be a good idea if you're playing duo Q. Now I'm not sure if he's actually playing duo Q here or not, but like he's doing so much damage early game. It's actually quite ridiculous how Ashe can do this much damage if you run Brutal. Maybe it's an underrated rune. Like, look, again, they're gonna try to go aggressive here, and then just because of the Brutal rune, he's gonna be able to do quite a lot of damage. On level 3, what I always do on Ashe, I don't upgrade my third ability. I actually take another upgrade on my second ability. I expect him to use the third ability to try and take a look at where the jungler is, because that would be the only usage of the third ability. Otherwise, it's much better to take your second ability after that, in my opinion at least. Oh, that Thresh is doing really good, by the way. But what is his damage, by the way? I've honestly never seen Ashe do this much damage. Like, no joke, I've never seen Ashe do this much damage. Pretty crazy, actually. How much damage Brutal really does in the early game. Oh, yeah, that Zed caught him. Damn. That's good. This Thresh is getting hella fed, though. Oh, it's a Zed jungle. There we go. I actually don't get why he upgraded his third ability, though. Like, when you reach level 3 on a champion like Ashe, you can choose to get your second ability again to just get a little bit more poking early on in the game, and it could be game changing since, you know, you're not using your third ability anyways. Let's take a look. He does have a comfortable lead on the Vayne though, because Vayne has 1.6k gold. He has 3.2k gold. He already has a mana immune, so like Vayne was not able to get a single kill, and he got 3 kills himself, and his Thresh, I believe, also has 2 kills. So they're really fat. Yeah. So here you go. This is another way to use your third ability. Very good, you know, to take away those wards. It's so easy as an Ashe. You just put it in you just shoot it in a bush to make sure it's not warded. Or if you know it's warded 100%, you can just use it to clear out the ward. Is he gonna freeze the wave here? He could freeze the wave, but it seems like Thresh is not interested in that. Oh my god, look at this aggression. Nah, there's no way that's a kill, right? Oh my god. Am I playing Ashe wrong, actually? Am I really supposed to go for Brutal on Ashe? I have to try it now. Because this is still Brutal. At this point, I mean, of course he's ahead. Of course he's ahead. But Bruto is really contributing towards these fights. Really contributing towards these fights. So yeah, here you go. He's using his third ability to make sure the Z is not in a jungle, and actually very good way to use it. As you can see, he actually checked the blue buff and then he checked the red buff as well. He checked both buffs with that one little third ability. He crossed it across it. He crossed it very well. So it's very good. Okay, so now we got Sheen, and I like now is basically the most curious moment for me. Like, is this really gonna be worth it? Because what I think is gonna happen is he's gonna do a load of damage after he ults, or like he's gonna have good poke. You know, second ability, basic attack. You will get crazy poke with that. That would be the point of it, right? Like a different kind of poke than the poke you get with Essence Reaver, by the way. That's another kill, by the way, and Thresh going. That should be a kill, right? The reason that I'm saying that he's gonna have a different kind of poke than if you would have gone for Essence Reaver is because if you go Essence Reaver and Manamune, the type of poke you have is constant poking with your second ability. It's not major damage, but it's constant harassment. With the build that DNZIO is going, I feel like he's gonna have like, you know, not constant poking, you know, as constant as the Essence Reaver, but he's gonna have big bursty poking. So like second ability, basic attack. That's gonna be immense burst. At least that's what I think, right? Like that's what I think is gonna happen. Or like when he ults, it's gonna be insane poking, like insane burst damage. So it's more burst focused. It's what I think. Trinity Force also gives you ability haste, so that's also a good thing, of course. He could choose to ult towards the mid lane, but it seems like he really doesn't want to help his team. Like he's playing a selfish style, which you know is a good style if you're gonna carry the game. Because instead of helping his team, he actually wants to get kills himself, which I like in this situation. As you can see, because he has his ultimate, he's like very easily pushing away the Vayne. And if Vayne gets close, he can just ult the Vayne, Thresh can protobelt in, third ability, use the Lantern, and easy kill Vayne. Like they could honestly, well, they could probably kill the Vayne here, but if Lulu is here, they both die. So that's the hard thing. Yeah, exactly. So that's the hard thing, right? They want to focus out Lulu. Like when you're up against enchanters like that, it's generally better to kill the enchanter first. Generally, like in a Lulu Vayne matchup, if you can kill off the Lulu, it's gonna be better than. Well, I mean, of course, if you can one shot the Vayne, you're gonna do it. But most certainly, or likely, you're not gonna be able to do that. He has so much damage, by the way. He I feel like if he flashed earlier, he would have. Oh, he kills her anyways. Wow. Crazy damage. Jesus. Yeah, that's a free turret. Actually, is it though? They have to attack the turret. It's gonna be on like 300 HP. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be like 300 HP. They're not gonna be. Yeah, they're gonna be able to get it, but it's gonna be rough. Okay, so let's take a look if it's really like worthy burst damage. I mean, the poking is surprisingly big. 137 poking is like, look at that. That's dirty. But that's because he's so ahead. Now I'm honestly just curious what's gonna happen because he has like 2,800 gold in his pocket. He gets the Trinity Force. He gets the Glutinous Greaves. I'm just so curious at how much damage he's gonna do. Like I'm really curious how much burst damage this build is gonna do at this point. Like, is he really gonna pretty much one-shot Vayne? Because he is ahead. He has a Trinity Force. I have personally never seen Trinity Force on Ashe before. Never. So that's why I'm so curious. Also, he nearly stacked up his Muramana. He has 659 stacks of Muramana. Wow. No chance for that Vayne. Like, absolutely no chance. I have a crazy Jin video on his channel, by the way, guys. So you should really check it out if you want extra content. You know, if you want to see me play Jin again, you can check it out. Very good ultimate here. You know, just casually getting a kill across the map. That's what Ashe does. You know, whether you play Ashe support, whether you play Ashe ADC, this is what Ashe does because her ultimate is on a very low cooldown. And especially if you go for Mana Mune, you're gonna get an even lower cooldown because it gives a lot of ability haste. You know, Trinity Force as well gives you a lot of ability haste. I believe it's 20 ability haste. There you go. That's the burst damage. You see, that is. I'm guessing that is the point of this build in the mid game, where you do second ability and then burst, like really bursty combo. He has ult. Okay. You can get a whole nother item. That's like 2,700 gold. I wonder if he goes for stasis or not. Like at this point, he can get a whole extra item. Like what? It always happens to me when I'm snowballing the game. Oh, boom. So when I'm snowballing the game, I want to get my stasis, but every time I go back, I have like 3,000 gold because oh god, because I'm snowballing the game. 1 second, guys. Yeah, so I wonder if he goes for the stage. Like, is he gonna fall for that as well? Is he also gonna just get a full on tier 3 item? Or is he actually gonna get the stasis? Because I feel like getting a full tier 3 item is gonna be really, really nice, of course, as opposed to getting a stasis. By the way, about the announcement that I made on the community tab, I don't want you guys to get too concerned because some people misunderstood me. Essentially, what I said, I'm not gonna talk about it too much. I'm just gonna say what I said is if I get the opportunity to, I am possibly leaving Wild Rift. Because the attitude that I used to have is I'm never gonna leave Wild Rift, but it changed. I'm not gonna talk about it too much, but that's all I said. I didn't say I'm leaving Wild Rift. I'm just saying if I get the chance to, if I find a game that I enjoy more, or if I get like a good opportunity, I am possibly leaving it. And I'm saying it right now already, just to not abruptly leave the game. And I gave my reasons on Twitter. Like if you want to find out more reasons, you should check out my Twitter, the latest tweets that I tweeted about it. But yeah, again, if you want to know more about that. But don't be too concerned. Let me just say it like that. All right, let's see what he does. He can just, is he really gonna go for the kill? Boom, boom, boom. You see, so like that is the burst damage. But then after that, you're not gonna do that much damage, right? He's just dead. Yeah, that's why he needs the stasis. He fell for it as well. He went for a tier 3 item, but now he dies because he doesn't have a stasis. It's hilarious. It happens to me all the time as well. It's so funny. What item did he even build? I didn't even pay attention actually. What item did he even build? Oh yeah, Solari Charge Blade. I see. So now it's gonna be the Lord Dominic's Regard. Generally, when I play Ashe, I like to go for Mortal Reminder because you can very easily hit multiple enemies with your second ability. Lord Dominic's Regard is going to give you more actual damage because of the crit. But if you go for Mortal Reminder, it gives you more utility for your team if you need the anti-heal, of course. So, like in this particular game, they have a Vayne who's going to be healing, and the Gwen. Like Gwen is the main thing basically. Like she's going to be healing like crazy. She can 1v9 this game because it's a Gwen. So I would have gone for anti-heal in this particular game. But look at his damage though. It's absolutely crazy. I've honestly never seen an Ashe do like this much damage this early on in the game. It's pretty ridiculous. Wait, didn't he just ult? How long is the cooldown? 30 seconds. Yeah, what the hell? I don't see a way that they could lose this game, to be honest. I mean, the video is still like 9 more minutes. 9 more minutes? Really? You would expect this game to be over in like 2 minutes or something. But it's 9 more minutes. What the hell is supposed to happen? Is the enemy really gonna make a comeback or something? 9 more minutes? I mean, you can't lose a game like this, right? I mean, I'm saying that, but I've lost even worse games like this with the current matchmaking. Hmm. They have really good vision in their jungle. Look at that vision on this side, on the Dragon Lane side. He could actually, yeah, he could try to ult someone. If he ulted Lulu and then Fizz ulted the Lulu as well, that's just a straight up kill. Like, should just be a burst kill, 100%. Lord Dominic's Regard. I don't know. I don't know if I'm convinced with this build, to be honest. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. This is a bit of a snowbally game, but I wonder how this build performs if you start to fall behind. Or like, I especially wonder how this build performs in the late game. Because mid game, I understand it can be strong. You get the more, like, see, this works. This is good about it. But I wonder if this is gonna maintain until the later stages of the game. Because normally with Ashe, if you have, a later game focused build, at least that's what I'm thinking, you can destroy the enemy in the late game, right? With a Blade Rune King and things like that, Runan's Hurricane. I wonder if this build can do the same. Like, I really wonder if this build can do the same. And the poking build that I used to run, which is Mana Mune, Essence Reefer, and that kind of stuff, that one fell off because they actually nerfed the second ability, scaling. So, like, it is still good, but it fell off. But in the late game, it just has ridiculously good poking. But that's really it. Not good sustain damage. So I just wonder if this build is going to have the same struggles. But this build has even more burst damage. Just less poke, but more burst. Let's see. Should be a free... Fizz is going to kill it. Yeah. Doesn't have to waste his ultimate. Realizes that. He can't really ult Gwen here, because if the Gwen is a good player, she can just use her second ability and dodge the ultimate. Very easy. Well, not easily, but she can dodge it. And then, of course, it's a wasted ultimate. So I feel like that's why he's not ulting here. Wait, are they really gonna rush Baron? Nah, there's no way. I mean, they could. No, no, no. They're just not fast enough. If they had an Amumu, maybe they could have. Oh, is he really gonna do that? He's gonna stop her back. I feel bad for this Gwen. She's gonna die. She has no chance. Oh, is she? I see. Okay. So the point is that he basically bursts down Vayne before she can even do the sustain damage. Because you're not gonna win the sustain damage war against a Vayne, right? Like, that's the idea. If she goes Mercury's threats, you're not gonna win. Look at his damage, by the way. What the hell? Look at this. Oh my god. Oh, he could have killed her as well. Oh, he could have killed Zed as well. Oh, if he didn't use his ultimate to finish off the Lulu, if he flashed a little earlier, I think he could have killed Zed as well. There you go. You see that ridiculous damage, actually. Wow. He's carrying this game like crazy. Damn. Now he has a Guardian Angel as well. Pretty much unbeatable at this point. 5 items. I don't think the enemies can come back into this, because there's just no way. With the Trinity Force, he has way too much burst damage at this stage of the game. There's just no way they can do anything in a team fight. Especially since that comp is burst oriented, right? Like, they have a Fizz, they have a Pantheon. These are all burst heavy champions. Oh, how does a Fizz? How does Fizz miss his ultimate on a free target? You see that? How the hell does he miss that? Somehow the enemies are not able to kill Fizz in a 4 versus 1. There we go. How the hell did Fizz miss his ultimate there? It was literally a stun target. Missed so bad. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely did. You definitely did, okay? I'm glad you understood that yourself. Oh! Oops. Tristana split pushing. That's so annoying, actually. There's no way Tristana wins the 1v1 though. Normally in the late game, if she has equal items as Ashe, there's pretty much no way Ashe should win a 1v1 against Tristana. Okay, is DK just gonna one-shot him? Oh god, look at the damage. Oh, that's the point of this build. He just one-shots him. I do have to say though, he's incredibly ahead. So it's not just the build. It's like he's super ahead. Here you can see a bit more of an accurate representation. He does a lot of damage to the Zed, but he doesn't one-shot the Zed. But he does a lot of damage. Tristana is really just split pushing, huh? This guy really just doesn't care about anything and just gonna end the game himself. Come on. Get a turret. Get a turret. No! He's gonna get it. Is he? Yeah, he got the turret. Zed is going for the Fizz. Wow. Zed is actually playing pretty well in this game. Like, their jungler is the only one that's really playing well in this game. He's actually playing really well, carrying this team on his back. Zio has a really good Thresh as well, by the way. This guy is a really good Thresh with him. He's playing Thresh so well. It's like, this combo is deadly. The Thresh with the bursty Ashe combo is really deadly. And the reason that he's popping his third ability here is just to, check check for wards. If there were any wards, he would pop the wards. But even when there are no wards, it is still important to do because now he knows the enemies don't have vision. So he can basically wait in the bush until someone shows up and get a free kill. Because they have that type of catching out composition. So that's why it's important to know whether the enemy has vision or not. He could do it on the Baron. Okay, so you know the enemies don't have a ward on the Baron here because Lulu just used her second ability to get vision. So clearly they don't have an actual ward because otherwise she would not use her second ability like that. Oh, 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 oh. Be careful. Wait, is this losable? No. Well, it's a 4v5 now. Everyone use stasis. Oh, they just can't. Oh, you see, that's Gwen. This is why I was talking about anti-heal, by the way. This is why. Oh, they won. Okay, but this is why I was talking about anti-heal. This was the reason that I was talking because like this was losable. You know, if the Gwen actually played a little bit differently, if she got fed in this game with no anti-heal, you're never gonna take care of that Gwen. Especially because she has her second ability. Gwen counters Ashe really hard because Ashe is a long range champion and Gwen is a short range champion, but Gwen can counter the short range or the long range, sorry, because of her second ability. So that's why they had to be careful. But I'm pretty sure you can just end the game here. I mean, this is game over. Even the next wave. Yeah, they don't even need the next wave. They're just gonna finish the game. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, you can check out my Jin video and seeing him react to it on his channel. Let's take a look if he actually shows does he show the builds and stuff? I don't think he does. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the build, does he show damage? Oh, there we go, damage as well. 48,000 damage. Look at that. That's crazy. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, check out DNZIO, link in the description, and I'll see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.